Back to Texas where the winner is crowned, where everything is much bigger when you arrive in the town. Counter the Phoenix and Panthers, or Ravens will delve in. Chance to take the spot, but there could be a rebellion. La Muerte de las Cruces face to face with the Prowler. Either way you're gonna fight, so bring your power. Blitz, hit for the championship.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the All-Pro game in Denton, Texas. I'm Bo McMichael with the WNFC Blitz. Glad to have everybody with us. Going to have a lot of fun here at the All-Pro game, 2021 WNFC. Sit back and enjoy yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, because it's going to be a lot of fun. Here we go. Let's look a bit of North Texas Stadium here. They're getting ready for the countdown, having a little fun. We're 5 minutes away. So all sit back and enjoy yourselves.
With the Falcons and Bobcats, elite and majestic. Hit the fields, you hear a yell of one message. Be the best that ever did it. Unanimous fact. You can stand a chance. If the elite don't come back, they might take it back to Texas where the winner is crowned, where everything is much bigger when you arrive in the town. Counter the Phoenix and Panthers, or Ravens will delve in. Chance to take the spot, but there could be a rebellion. La Muerte de las Cruces face to face with the Prowler. Either way you're gonna fight, so bring your power. Blitz, hit for the championship. WNFC, where the best exists. We hit hard and often, prepared for war.
All right, I'm going to bring in two wonderful gentlemen that you heard call a great duo. Gentlemen, Jamie Walker and Noah Hirschman. How y'all both doing today?
Jamie, excuse me, Bo, we're doing great. Jamie,
hey man,
good to see you by my side again, brother.
Good to see you too, Noah. What it is.
You know, no further ado on that part. It's all right, man. You know, they're getting ready across the board over here in Denton, Texas. Gentlemen, how hot's it in Denton, Texas? Does anybody have an idea?
Well, we have 94-degree temperatures there today. It feels like 104. So
It's hot on the turf, sir.
Is it just somebody bursting into flames? I mean, I wore flip-flops one time when it was like 95, 100 degrees, and I could feel my feet just burning to that on that part. Well, we're here at the All-Pro game. It's going to be a great experience for everybody. Glad you could all be here and enjoy yourselves. Sit back, relax, enjoy yourselves. I'm going to hand it over to the two best callers this side of the Mississippi getting ready for the coin toss. The All-Pro team in orange is the Atlantic. The in black and green is the Pacific. If I did that wrong, I apologize, but based on our nice color schemes, that's what I'm going to go with. Gentlemen, I'm going to let you call it away. I'll come back into you and cause a little havoc because that's what I like to do. Gentlemen, ladies, out there in the world of the WNFC Blitz, this is a great weekend here for the WNFC. Just glad to have everybody a part of it across the board here in Denton, Texas. Thank you for stepping up and being a part of this wonderful experience. We got a great night getting ready for the 9 Cup here, close to about 4 hours worth of kickoffs. So, gentlemen, enjoy this nice little All-Pro game, and I'll be quiet. Back over to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Bo. Yeah, this should be a fun game. I mean, football season around America. Jamie's getting underway, and what better way to kick off the first Saturday of August with an All-Pro game?
Well, with this All-Pro game, I mean, you are seeing the best in the WNFC really just displaying their skills and everything going on really from North Texas Stadium. And you're seeing, you know, them just getting ready, not in the 9 Cup, but again, wanting to display their skills over these airwaves.
We'll definitely see a lot of great skills and talent on the field. The Atlantic has won the toss. They will start the game receiving. In case you're not aware of how this is going to work, we're going to have a very fast-moving game here, folks.
Yes, we are.
We're going to have 4 quarters, 10 minutes each, running clocks, and we'll have a very brief halftime. And unfortunately, we do have to, we won't be on the air as long as we'd like because we do have the 9 Cup immediately following.
So what you're saying is in an hour and 15 minutes, we're going off the air. That's what you're telling me, right?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
So this game, it is on a clock for those people that love that time. Now, gentlemen, I want to ask you a question. if you're, is there a particular side you're rooting for? Jamie, I'm going to go with you first. Are you rooting for the Atlantic or the Pacific? Which one do you have?
You know what? I'm going to stay, East Coast. I'm going to stay East Coast,
okay.
Because I'm an East Coast kind of guy.
Okay, that's no problem on that part. So, you look at those rankings overall-wise, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of the top 9 are from the Atlantic. So it should be a lot of fun on that part. Well, hey, what about you, Mr. Noah? What do you think? Are you going for the Atlantic or the Pacific?
I'm kind of torn here because I'm a East Coaster born and raised, but I did live in California for a few years. So, I'm kind of, to be impartial, I'm looking at a couple of the
Jamie,
folks.
if the lights go out, we're getting Noah, okay? I'm just going to – he claimed they went in California. So.
I will say this. I do see a couple of Los Angeles Bobcat players, so I hope they do well. But, of course, I see a couple of Florida Avenger players here. So I hope everyone plays their guts out and has a great game.
Well, it should be a lot of fun. I mean, they haven't had much time to practice, so this is all the players saying, hey, we want to come out here and support this all-pro experience and do that. And just like that, we got a first down.
Already coming out completing passes. I love it. Looks like that pass caught by Mackenzie Gross.
Yes.
Tight end.
From the Kansas City Glory. Nice pickup of 15 right off the bat. So first down and 10. Shotgun formation. That is Keisha Smith in motion. Snap there. It's a double reverse, a triple reverse.
Oh, that's
looking
awesome.
Downfield, going to be a quarterback keeper past the 45 up to the 48-yard line.
See, these are these kind of opportunities where you can just display everything you wanted to do.
You know who that
regular
quarterback
season.
is, right? Y'all know who the quarterback is, right? For the Mississippi Panthers, Lady Panthers. Do you have the roster in front of you? Who is she?
That is Regina Jackson.
Yes.
And if we know anything about Regina Jackson, you have at least 2 linebackers watching her at all times.
You better. Or she'll make you look like a fool.
Oh, yes.
I would hope so.
Regina will make you look like a fool.
Yes.
Absolutely. And Regina is the recipient of the Game Changer Award among many awards that were just announced this morning. So
I can't wait for you to drop those as we go, Noah. That's awesome.
Congratulations. Here's a sweep pass to the outside, past the 50, and taken out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. That is Rashida Young, the wide receiver from the Alabama Fire. A nice pickup there on first down.
And Rashida does an awful lot.
Down, excuse me.
Well, for that first down, Rashida does an awful lot well. Saw her play during the regular season. Saw Rashida play during the regular season, and I'll tell you what, get Rashida the ball early, and she'll make you look bad.
Especially on the outside like they did on
Listen
that
to
play.
you. I appreciate y'all speaking the honesty right there. Just get her the ball and figure out where you're at. Now, being 94 degrees temperature, what team would you be on, the white jerseys or the black jerseys?
Oh, the white jerseys for sure.
No doubt.
Here's a dump pass to the outside, across the 40, makes a move at the 30, cutting in towards the 25, still on her feet, past the 20,
rumbling,
15, 10,
stumbling,
5, we've got a touchdown!
In the green stadium.
Molly Richardson from the Florida Avengers.
Wow.
On a great dump pass to the far side and takes it almost 50 yards. 46 yards for the touchdown.
Actually, I think that's Kelly Smith. Kelly Smith.
That might be Kelly Smith. Excuse me.
It's all right. We won't hold that against you.
No.
Don't worry about it, man.
And I tell you what, that is another player. Kelly Smith, yes, you get her the ball early and often. And once again, coming from the Alabama Fire team, it's just a matter of time before you want to get your playmakers the ball. And, of course, third play of the game? There it is.
That was a quick drive, covered 65 yards in what seemed like a matter of seconds, Jamie. And this is interesting. I'm not used to this formation here. It looks like they're
you never seen this before, man?
I have not.
Okay, first of all, they're going to say that there's no rushing the kicker. That's what this is. Okay, so it's no fakes. We're not doing any getting the snaps on that part. So yeah, don't feel that way on that part. That was awesome how you were thinking that was a play there. No,
and hey, they're in black jerseys. Why not? Go ahead and get them off the field. Go ahead and rest.
And get the mean machines on that part. All right, so hey, we get a chance here. Let's watch this. Instant replay of this touchdown. Going to get this brought over to you, kind of trying out a couple of new things, so don't hold that against me. Here we go. All right, a little touchdown action here. No, wrong one. I'm an idiot. I'll work through it.
No, you're not, sir.
Yes, I am. Oh, they go back the other side. Let me move that back.
Well, that was a great setup design on that play that preceded
It was.
the touchdown.
It was.
Nice sweep pass. Pickup gets a positive play, and then the pass to
That's Rashida Young on that last pass.
Rashida Young, yes. Rashida
Well, I'll
Young.
dig into that and get that highlight back. There was, I just got a little bit, I'm getting used to my little instant replay and having a little fun with it, so we'll get a little bit better on that. So we'll be able to see that. All right, so both teams, there will be no really live kicking going on. That's what we learned here. It's 6-0.
And I'll tell you what, that's a shame, though, because I actually enjoyed the kicking
they do a
during
great
the regular
job.
season.
I
Yes,
will agree
they
with
do.
you on that, hands down.
Well, here we go. So we'll see the Pacific offense for the first time. A little sweep to the far side, past the 30-yard line, tackled at about the 33.
Megan Lewis on the carry.
Megan Lewis, who was, I want to say she was the Rookie of the Year from the Denver Bandits. So a nice pickup there of 8 yards. And we have a 2nd and 2 coming up.
And I'll tell you what, the Denver Bandits third in scoring this season, 38.3 points. So I'll tell you what, they can score.
And a lot of that was probably because of Megan Lewis. And we have a fumble.
No, they're going to call it a shovel pass, guys.
Oh, it's a shovel
They're
pass.
going to call it a shovel pass. That can't be a fumble.
Yep. And
Yeah, they do call it a shovel pass. The white hat comes in.
Yeah, that's the old famous play there. No harm, no foul right there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it does count as an incompletion against their stats. I mean, what's up with that? So, I mean, hey.
Tough
That's
right
always
there.
been an interesting rule, though. Always been interesting.
It's always one of my favorites. When I was playing high school ball back in the day, that was one thing that was always nice. They love to run it on short yardage. A couple of NFL teams like to do that as well. It really catches everybody off guard. You bring everybody in and you just flip it under to the fullback. It's not too bad here.
So we have 3rd and 2 at the 33-yard line. Shotgun snap, a little delayed. In trouble, and down goes the quarterback.
Down goes Frazier.
With the Atlanta Phoenix, number 24.
Shatanya Spicer, the defensive end, with the sack. And that'll be a big loss, and it'll be 4th down and long.
Coming from that defensive end spot, so see the Pacific really in a pickle here, and we'll see if there's kind of a strategic thing that they'll do, or will they punt?
So we'll have 4th and 8 at the 27-yard line. And it looks like it's going to be a punt.
It'll be punt formation.
Punt formation, and there is the punt.
A rugby style.
Well, it's always nice when when you have a football team that's able to punt and punt well. Same thing with the kickoffs and extra points and field goals.
It does give teams an advantage because we know it's 3 phases of this game.
It is.
The offense, defense, and the kicking game is, special teams are important, especially when you can kind of flip the field. So those have always been important.
All right, well, talk to us a little bit about here after this first play. I want us to give our sponsors a shout-out, and then, Noah, talk to us a little about what's going to happen a little bit later on today at 7:30 Central Standard Time.
Yes, good catch there. Central Time.
I did say Central. I did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you
It
did.
is the 9-Cup Championship between the San Diego Rebellion and the Texas Elite Spartans in this stadium at Apogee Stadium on the campus of the University of North Texas in Denton, Texas. That will be at 7:30 p.m. Central Time this evening. So you can catch that on NESN Plus, and you can also stream it on the Vyre app. That's VYRE. You can download that for free. Here's a pitch out to the outside on 1st down, and that'll be on the plus side of the field. That is number 31.
Yeah, Chardonnay Jenkins, one of my favorite players as well. Tell you what.
And when we're talking about how to watch the 9-Cup, I mean, you got 2 options. You can go, if you have cable, you can pop on these outlets, AT&T, UVerse, DirecTV, Charter, Fubo TV, FiOS, Frontier, Cox, Sports TV and Sports Chicago will all be airing these games live, 7:30 Central Standard Time. Or if you don't have those options, hey, download the Vyre app, Vyre Network. That's VYRE. Go to your app store on your Roku, Apple, or Android device on your big TV, your smart TV, and pop that up there and get that part taken care of. It'd be great to watch it. It's going to start here roughly in about, give or take, 4.5 hours because we're at Eastern Standard Time. So my brain's kind of a little fried on that one, but can't wait to have you a part of that. It's just going to be great between the San Diego Rebellion and the Texas Elite Spartans. San Diego's first opportunity to be in the 9 Cup. They've never played Texas. These are 2 teams that are going to face off for the first time in quite a while. Looking forward to it. This is the second 9 Cup of the WNFC. Should be a lot of fun to see what's going to come about.
Yes. And we had almost a hair tackle there. Gets the ball
it's outside
out.
the uniform. You're good to go, man.
Perfectly legal.
Perfectly illegal.
Jenkins again on the carry there up to the 45-yard line. And one little note about the San Diego Rebellion, they are coached by Brandon Archie, who was named the Coach of the Year. The Rebellion went from not making the playoffs last year to an undefeated season. A heck of a turnaround.
Wow,
Jimmy.
well-deserved Coach of the Year.
It really was. I had a chance to sit down with him and talk, and if we get an opportunity, we'll play that back. But most importantly, it was just nice hearing how gracious he was, but mostly the experience that he's had with the WNFC this year.
We see a lot of talent here on this field, and the Rebellion obviously having a great season. So, I mean, we should be in for a great game later tonight. We've got a great start here so far. 6-0, the All Pro Atlantic team leading the Pacific Conference as we are in the second quarter already.
Yep, just headed into the second quarter, gentlemen. And with that in mind, I want to have an opportunity. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors. Go ahead.
Yes, let's thank Adidas for bringing us this wonderful broadcast. And thank you, Bo, and all the great people here at Score 58 Network for allowing us to be here today.
So the first quarter, we actually saw one team, being the Atlantic, really just dominating that opening drive. Pacific still hasn't really able to get anything started. I feel like the Atlantic's really dominating on both sides of the wall.
Well, they look like they're trying a bunch of different things initially. When you're going into any kind of, outside the regular season game, and you're going into it, with a lot of different players, you're reaching for things that teams may have not seen during the regular season. So,
right.
Yeah, the Pacific definitely it has a little bit better offensive continuity right now.
It kind of reminds me years ago when the Miami Dolphins were having a tough year. They had started, I think, 0-6, and in a game against the then St. Louis Rams, they took out a lot. They broke out a lot of trick plays, double reverses, halfback passes. So love to see that from Atlantic there in the first quarter. We'll see if they continue that here. So they start the ball on the plus side of the field, 46-yard line. Shotgun pass, snap, pass to the outside is incomplete. But a nice idea there. I love taking shots down the field on the far side.
Absolutely. Whenever you have that kind of field, that kind of real estate going on, you may as well take the shot. In this kind of all-pro game, hey, this may be your last game of the season. Go ahead and display everything that you can do offensively and defensively.
See what down it is here. I want to say this is third down, or is this fourth?
No, it's actually
Second
Second
down.
Excuse me.
It's all right, man. It's early on a Friday. It could be
quick
fourth.
kick.
Look
It
at
may be
Noah.
fourth.
Look at Noah just pulling that out, saying
Look
it was
at
fourth.
that.
Good job, Noah.
That punt actually.
You got one job, guys. Keep up with the downs. Keep up with the downs. The Women's National Football Conference likes to thank the title sponsors of tonight: Adidas, Rydell, Promos Diagnostics, the 9 Cup weekend sponsored by Zoom Bang, Pro Drops, Nirvana Water, Valley Oaks Medical Groups, and Vicky Cakes and Oliver Rose LLC. Thank you for everything that you've done with the WNFC.
Absolutely. If it not for those sponsors, this great game would not exist in the fashion it does.
I got an update. They did get the extra point. gentlemen, you got one job. Keep me on track.
Just
Keep me on track. Okay, it's hot out there. It's 94 degrees. I'm not focused by no means, and I'm trying to. I'm sweating just thinking about how hot it is outside.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I got people telling me no.
So the Pacific comes back out now. We'll see what they do offensively. Like, they haven't had much of an opportunity really to do anything. They ran 3 plays on their first drive, so we'll see what happens here.
So we have a shotgun snap about the 14-yard line. It's an inside draw. Not getting much there, but a positive run nonetheless. And that is Megan Lewis.
Yes, it is.
What I love watching those
Rookie of
two
the
pulling guards, pulling linemen coming out of that, just trying to get it. But I tell you one thing, you're right. Megan Lewis just said, "You're not going anywhere. Come back here."
No, not at all.
No.
Looks like they're running their standard set of offense. When you saw the Atlantic really just kind of do some razzle-dazzle.
Oh, that's all they did. I mean, that's what got them their score. I mean, in all honesty, by that point, they kept doing things to put everybody on their heels.
So 2nd and 6, a pass to the flat, incomplete. Again, looking for Lewis, the offensive rookie of the year. Nope, just the regular rookie of the year.
Just the regular rookie.
Right.
Not the good
Nothing
rookie.
regular about her.
Just the regular rookie.
Oh, the all-encompassing rookie of the year. And it'll be 3rd down and 6.
Looks like Tony Fuller was on that stop.
A reminder, download that Vire app if you do not have access to cable. Go out there, download Vire, watch that, be able to see the game live on Vire Network. Kickoff 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Central, going back in time, 6:30 Mountain, 5:30 Pacific. And if you're in Hawaii, shame on you for being Hawaii. Here we go.
So 3rd down run, not going to get much there.
No.
No gain on the play. That was 3rd and 6.
Almost felt like a face mask was about to happen.
It did. It did. Good call.
That was Gina Magana on the carry there from the Utah Falcons. Gina is the league MVP this year, so congratulations.
Noah name dropping.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, what's your favorite helmet? You've had a chance to really look at all the helmets. I'm gonna pop up these helmets here in a minute. Hey, right here. If we were to look at all these helmets right here, which helmet do you seem to like the most from a helmet perspective? Okay, it'll come here in just a minute. Just take your time. Do you have do you like a particular helmet? You can't even see them. I even love that I mentioned that. You can't even look at that. I'll put those helmets up here in a minute for you to be able to talk about what's your favorite helmet. But do you have one, Jamie or Noah, that you've seen over the time that you called these games a little bit?
Wow. I'm going to have to decide because I could be biased and say the Phoenix.
Because you're from Atlanta. It's okay. We do that on that part.
I personally like the Houston Heat helmet, the orange one.
I appreciate that. Being my company is based on orange, I do appreciate that.
Worn by Tierney Dash, the defensive end there. And on that 4th down, the Pacific picks up the 1st down, a gain of 15. So they get a new set of downs, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. So finally, Jamie, we're seeing some signs of life from this Pacific All-Pro offense.
And really, when you see an All-Pro game of this magnitude, you want to see a bunch of scoring. But due to the format, you may see it low just because we have the running clock. But nonetheless, you want to try to get the ball downfield.
So 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line, shotgun formation. Running back, it's a fake handoff, and we have a fumble. And it is recovered. Or are they going to call that a shovel pass again?
They may, but it looks like they tried to go a little misdirection there. They tried to start off to the right and have the inside receiver jetting back to the left. And they may call it a pass.
I think they did call it an incompletion. So it is 2nd down.
And as Charles Barkley would say, that is what?
Terrible.
Yes. That was, we all watched it on the instant replay. It was an underhanded pitch. That's a live ball. It was no flick of the wrist. It was a live ball.
It was.
Terrible.
Feels like NFL officiating pre-1999 before the instant replay capabilities. So snap there and tried to get rid of it, tried to make a positive play to Lewis, but not much doing there. That was... I think that was Molly Richardson there on the play. Nope, excuse me. That was Kelly Smith on the stop there. So,
and really, what happened. So many things could have happened on that. You know, 2 things bad, but luckily, even though the play was made behind the line, that could have been a fumble, could have been so much worse.
So another rugby kick, and not a good one there.
Hey, the roll.
Well, the roll
gave it some.
I don't think they're going to count the roll. They didn't count the roll the last few times, but those previous punts, I didn't get a chance to chime in on this, but those previous 2 punts, the rugby-style punts, were actually quite effective. They did net about 30 yards on both those. So that great job on the special teams by the punters, getting some positive yards and flipping field position a little
Most
bit.
definitely. Whenever you get an opportunity to flip the field position, it looks like they will count it where the ball actually hits. So great field position for the Atlantic at this point.
Looks like they marked that at the 36-yard line, center of the field.
Oh, I'm loving this formation right here. Looks like the wishbone.
Yes, sir. We got a fullback and 2 running backs. Fake handoff.
Oh, I don't think that was a fake.
Quarterback keeper. Short gain. Just past the 35-yard line.
You see on the replay, it's like the fullback went the wrong way. So it looks like they thought they were going to actually hand the ball off, but I think Jackson did a good job of actually keeping the ball forward. Looks like they may have gained a yard.
They gained 2 yards.
2 yards.
So it'll be 2nd and 8 coming up here.
While we got an opportunity, WNFC fans, keep up with everything about your favorite team. Visit www.wnfcfootball.com or check us out socially on Facebook and Instagram at WNFC Football. It's the best way to stay in the know for schedule, scores, and highlights.
Nicely done, Jamie.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
So the Atlantic Pro offense figuring out what they're doing. Multiple tight end set. Another wishbone formation. Jackson takes the snap.
And I love what I absolutely love what James Brinkman did there. Player just stood still right there at the point of attack. Kind of knew what they were doing anyway, because usually in the wishbone offense, the first read is to the fullback. That's the first fake. So Brinkman just simply hit the center and made them make a decision. And again, when you're dealing with these all-pro games and you have a mixture of different players, you don't have really enough time to establish an entire offense. So you do what you can do. And you know, one of these kind of offensive schemes, one of these offensive schemes is not that hard to actually grasp. You may learn a few plays per offense.
So we have 3rd and 8 after no gain on that 2nd down. Get a pre-snap whistle. And do we have a timeout? We'll see.
Possibly. Hopefully they stop the clock on this, actually, because it was
did.
already under 3 minutes.
Bo, it does look like they took away that point after, so it is 6-0 Atlantic, as I originally reported when they first scored that touchdown.
What do you mean we're journalists?
More or less.
More or less.
More or less.
Definitely
I don't write for an actual publication. I'm just providing information. So here we go. 3rd and 8. Sweet pass. And a nice gain there. They're going to be short, but picks up some positive yardage there.
Kelly Smith again on the swing pass.
Kelly Smith on the swing pass to the near side. Looks like a gain of 3, so that'll be 4th and 5 from the 31-yard line.
With her being one of the offensive players of the year, I tell you what, Smith was everything for the Alabama Fire, especially offensively. What you saw there, it looks like we are already at halftime, I think, or did we call a timeout? We will see. And again, we're talking about them coaching on the fly. You kind of see some of that here, a huge gathering of coaches. And look at people trying to stay hydrated out there. It's hot in Denton today.
Yeah, I thought the special retreat I went to last weekend in South Carolina was hot and sweltering. But when you're as far inland as Denton, Texas is, that hits differently. It feels like you're in a sauna. So.
And we kind of talked about this before when it I think the last game we called was actually on a grass field, so
In Snellville, Georgia.
and rainy. So, you know, they definitely didn't feel the heat that those players are feeling out there today, where that heat is coming off the turf along with the temperature just in the air in general.
And this does look like an artificial turf as opposed to the grass field, as you mentioned. So definitely a different beast. So snap and pass is almost intercepted.
Great break on the ball there.
Denaja Key, the defensive back from the Las Vegas Silver Stars, almost coming up with it, but a great break on the ball there.
Most definitely. Whenever you can step in front of a receiver, reading the quarterback's eyes, and get that opportunity to get a pick six or just get the interception, hey, take your chances.
So we've reached halftime. The Atlantic All Pros leading the Pacific All Pros 7-0. Or is it 6-0? I can't tell.
You know what? On the scoreboard, it says 7-0.
And I keep getting different responses back to me, man. So we're just going to say 6-0 and leave it at that.
We do what we want here.
We do. We do. Well, we're going to take a pause here. They're going to put 10 minutes on the clock. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll come right back to you. Thank you so much for joining the first half of this All-Pro matchup. We're going to have a chance to talk a little bit about the 9 Cup, see what they have to offer across the board. Thank you so much for being a part of it. We have 2 more quarters remaining in this All-Pro matchup between the Atlantic Conference and the Pacific Conference. I'm Bo McMichael with Jamie Walker and Noah Hirschman. Hey, we're going to get a little, go bring back in. They're going to give some nice little honors here. So let's not take that away here. See what happens. I'll get the volume up and let's see what happens.
By the way, my name is Brad. Omar, the great leader announcer, and DJ Selena on the ones and twos. Okay, guys, the mic is kind of tight. So please speak loudly. Tell me where you're from, your position, and so yeah. I'm a high school. Hey everybody, I'm Trinity. I'm a rusher, and I'm from ATL. My name is Leslie. From Austin. Hey y'all, I'm Lauren. I'm a rusher, and I'm from Austin, Texas. Howdy y'all, I'm Ava Wallace. I'm a quarterback, and I'm from Austin, Texas. She said she signed up a long time ago. That's how she got involved. So everybody here obviously loves football, right? So how did you get involved to play and now you're an all-star? I got involved with football, really because I love football ever since I came out on mothers. house full of boys who gotta fight each other and run around. That's why I got here and then get my knee with the second one. Here I am. So who's the fastest on the team? Can anybody over here do it? Because I want to compete with somebody right now. I want to go partner with. I want to partner with them out. So who's going to do it? I'm ready. Let's go. Go. How was this one? All right. That was great. Well, you know what you're doing. What you're doing is great. And have a safe trip. Thank you for coming to the great school. Y'all program is happy. Florida, welcome to Texas. Atlanta, welcome to Texas. Give them a hand, y'all.
Bobcats, elite and majestic. Hit the fields, you hear a yell of one message. Be the best that ever did it. Unanimous fact, you can stand a chance. If the elite don't come back, they might take it back to Texas where the winner is crowned, where everything is much bigger. When you arrive in the town, counter the Phoenix and Panthers, or Ravens will delve in. Chance to take the spot, but there could be a rebellion. La Muerte de las Cruces face to face with the Prowler. Either way, you're gonna fight, so bring your power. Blitz, hit for the championship. WNFC, where the best exists. We hit hard and often, prepared for war. Competition in the ranks knocks down the door. We hit a blitz, hit for the championship. WNFC, where the best exists. We hit hard and often, prepared for war. Competition in the ranks knocks down the door. Welcome to the turf where the best succeed. We're at the top, the 9 cup is retrieved. We got phantoms and prodigies, bandits and queens, Avengers and Ravens ready to tackle your dreams. We bring the heat and the fire, silver stars and glory. The silver stars and nighthawks hope to ruin your story. With the Falcons and Bobcats, elite and majestic. Hit the fields, you hear a yell of one message, be the best that ever did it. Unanimous fact, you can stand a chance. If the elite don't come back, they might take it back to Texas where the winner is crowned, where everything is much bigger when you arrive in the town. Counter the Phoenix and Panthers, or Ravens will delve in. Chance to take the spot, but there could be a rebellion. La Muerte de las Cruces face to face with the Prowler. Either way, you're gonna fight, so bring your power.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for the second half of the All Pro game. Sit back and enjoy yourself. I'm Bo McMichael with Jamie Walker and Noah Hirschman here on the WNFC Blitz.
Hit for the championship. WNFC with the best. We hit hard.
Yeah, I love when you have something else open and everything comes through on that one. That was good times, gentlemen. Good time. I was like, hey, I got an open mic. That's always nice, not knowing where that mic's coming from. So, hey, all right. It's a hot mic, hot mic, hot mic, hot mic. All right, counting down, getting ready to start. 6-0. We saw some razzle-dazzle. We're going to see the razzle-dazzle here in the second half?
I think we will. Just because you're trying to play a second half and your season is kind of winding down, so why not?
Oh, yeah, I mean, because some of these ladies, they'll go on. They got other things going on at this point. Some of them will kick up to flag football, but a lot of them, Hot Mike, you're so funny. I got a text that said, Hot Mike, watch it now. It's awesome. So everybody's, getting started on the Hot Mic. Everybody wants to help us out on that part, but we're back live here at Denton, Texas. Nice to have everybody with us. It's always enjoyable when that hot mic. I've had some wonderful, horrible experiences with hot mics. That's all I can say on that point. But, gentlemen, you got 20 minutes left to go in your season here for the Atlantic and the Pacific Conference. While you were doing that, I did throw the helmets up there because that's just something wonderful to look at. All of the teams here in the WNFC. Which helmet do you like the most? Noah, do you have a fan favorite of the helmet design? You said Houston Heat. You still sticking with that?
You know what? I'm going to have to change my mind on this one. I really do like the Phoenix Prowlers helmet. And actually, if you're a college football fan, you might notice that Phoenix Prowlers logo is very similar to the logo of the Florida International University Golden Panthers.
And you're just name dropping, which I appreciate that. What about you, Jamie? Yeah, any being able to look at all those at once? Go ahead.
I may have to change my mind. The Avengers one is hot. The Avengers helmet, naturally would be great. But yeah, the Avengers on a helmet, yeah, that looks awesome. That looks great.
All right, gentlemen, I'll let you take it over here for the remaining 2 quarters of the game. I'm Bo McMichael with Jamie and Noah. Take it away, gentlemen.
Thank you, Bo. Here we go. First down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Pacific offense on the field first. Shotgun formation with a lone running back to the near side to the left. Excuse me, that's at the 30-yard line. I don't know why I thought the 25, but that's the 30-yard line. And the snap goes over the quarterback's head, and looks like that's who is that? That quarterback? I can't even.
Kaylin Hyera?
It looks like it. Can't tell if that was.
Herrera just did absolute best to try to keep the ball in front.
So that's a big loss there on that
Huge
first
loss.
down. That takes them back to the 16-yard line, or maybe it's at the 17-yard line. Either way, loss of 13. So this will be second down and a mile.
Definitely.
So probably maybe running a draw play here. Okay, much better snap that time. Pass over the middle, and it looks like that's going to be ruled incomplete. So looking for Kyla Hall, from the wide receiver from the Seattle Majestics there. So that'll be third down and 23.
And again,
Pacific.
when you're looking at this football, we can all be critical, but this is an all-pro game. But you have to realize that the players have not played together, so you're still trying to get continuity on the fly.
So this time they run a handoff.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a nice hole there out to the 25, and then runs into a couple of tacklers at about the 28-yard line. And that is Tanet Zotumo Zotumu, the running back from the Las Vegas Silver Stars. So it gets a nice chunk back, but they're still going to be short. Almost gets back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be 4th down and 11 from about the 20, no, excuse me, 4th and 12 from the 28-yard line.
And Zamutu on that play looked absolutely phenomenal. Reminded me of, I'm going to take it back old school. I don't know if Bo is still with us, but Rodney Hampton. You know, that 27 just looked like I'm just going to run you over like an absolute missile.
So on 4th down and 12, a rugby-style punt. And that's about 26 yards or so on that punt. Not a bad kick. So the Atlantic will take over 1st and 10. It looks like they're going to mark it about the 45. So give 27 yards on the net yardage on that punt.
Yes, and you can kind of see again how to watch the 9 Cup. Starting at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Remember, Central Standard Time.
Central.
All right, on the NESN network. All right, Cox Sports TV, Sports Chicago, and the Vire network as well on the mobile app. So make sure you tune in.
Yep, that's NBC Sports Chicago.
Yes.
There. We've failed to mention NBC. They've done a great job broadcasting the Olympics as they always do. So NBC Sports Chicago if you're up that way. So 1st down and 10 at the 45. A little pitch here to the outside. Smith again passes the 50. Still on her feet and is finally marked down at about the 48-yard line after a gain of 7.
Well, Smith again showing that ability to get outside and get upfield at the same time. Really elusive in that running game. And ran the option that time. Got the pitch early, took the ball for what it was worth, and got what she could.
So we have 2nd down and 3 at the 48-yard line. Smith again staying out there on the field in what looks to be a shotgun formation. Atlantic trying to figure out, get set down. The linemen figuring things out. All right, here we go. They're in formation. Snap and a little sweep to the outside.
Oh, look at that cut.
Another great cut. Smith's got the 1st down at the 40. Still eluding tacklers. Fumbles the ball. And it's recovered. That is recovered by Kristen London from the Denver Bandits, the strong safety.
And London was in the right place. Johnny on the spot. Smith, and you love to see effort in football. You love that. Get all the yards you can. But sometimes you have to go down. When you're fighting for those yards, you know you have players coming by to try to strip the ball. And that just, that happened that time. London again, right there in the right place at the right time.
So it negates what would look to be that was an 8-yard pickup there. Or no, excuse me, 6-yard pickup. So Smith had the 1st down, but trying to get a little too bougie there.
It was a phenomenal run. Started one side, cut it all the way back against the grain.
Make no mistake, it was a great run. But Pacific gets the ball and a inside handoff.
Whoa, equipment came off.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what that was. That is Zutomu again on the carry. Gets past the 45. Give her 5 yards, and that'll be 2nd down and 5.
I love a running back that has body lean, balance, and always moving in positive yards. Love that. And you saw that time on that play.
So 2nd down and 5 for Pacific out of the shotgun formation. Inside handoff. And a great play there by number 44, Dee Warner, the defensive linewoman from the Mississippi Lady Panthers. I mean, she was not fooled on that play.
Yeah, but Zamutu actually did, herself a disservice. Had a pulling guard there. I got to give props to Whitney Morrell on that play. Pulled to the left side, but Zamutu actually stepped outside instead of running inside the block and ran right into the defender.
2-yard loss on the play, so that'll be 3rd and 7 from the 45-yard line. And Pacific, I mean, they're trying to make things work here, but they just have not. We have not seen much of any creativity from them offensively.
No, not really. They're just having a standard offense, trying to run the football. But whenever you get a group of players again, you see that?
Brianna Griggs there, the intended receiver on the play. It's incomplete. For a nice idea going down, taking a shot down the seam, but to no avail.
Well, you may as well take this shot. You're only down 6 points. So it's one of those things where you can get the points back. It's not a matter of you being down big and you just got to take the shot as needed. It's more so one of those things that you've been running the ball all game. Hey, throw it over the top.
So they are going to go for it. It is 4th down and 7. And the snap comes up short, and we have a sack. And so Atlantic will take over on downs. Not a tough day at the office for Tori Tagaloa, the quarterback from the La Muerta de la Cruces.
Once again, you're just looking at players just really not playing together much, doing, what any center could in this state. When you develop really quarterback-center exchanges and continuity there, it's hard to kind of duplicate here.
So Atlantic will take over 1st down and 10 at the Pacific 39-yard line. Spread formation. Snap at the 45. Looking right. Throws over the middle, and a catch is made.
Oh, Ashley may have been intercepted.
I think that's an interception.
We'll see what they call here.
Was that Kristen London?
And they do call it an interception.
Kristen London with the pick.
Big play there.
So after Pacific
flexing her muscles.
Yes, flex on her. So after Pacific goes for it and gets stopped on 4th down, Kristen London comes up with a big play and gives the Pacific offense a chance to redeem themselves.
Yeah. While we have a quick minute, the Women's National Football Conference thanks its title sponsors, Adidas, Riddell, and Promus Diagnostics. 9-Cup weekend sponsors, Zoom Bang, Pro Drops, Nirvana Water, Valley Oaks Medical Group, Vicky's Cakes, and Oliver Rose LLC.
Yes, we thank all of them for sponsoring us and giving us the opportunity to bring you all this great action. A grudge match here in Denton, Texas, 6-0. The Atlantic All Pro team leading the Pacific All Pros.
And we'll see what Pacific does here. I want them to get on the board because they've worked hard and you have that defensive play there. So let's see if the offense can convert this momentum.
So 1st down and 10 at the 36-yard line. It's an inside draw, and there's a nice run by number 23, Megan Lewis. And gets past the 40-yard line. A nice game there on 1st down.
Most definitely. Love the delayed draw there. Almost looked like they wanted to roll out but handed it off inside. Nice zone blocking scheme there. Really good positive yards.
Pick up I'll call that 6. So 2nd down and 4 at the 41-yard line. Another shotgun formation. Good snap. Handoff is to Lewis again, and she's got the 1st down. Marked down at about the 47-yard line. So it looks like Pacific's starting to get into a rhythm offensively.
Yeah, nice draw again. Quarterback just delayed and then handed off very quickly. Lewis picked her spot, was able to get upfield.
I think they should stick with those draws to the right side because that seems to be where the holes are coming from.
Most definitely. Whenever you see any kind of weakness, per se, yeah, you definitely want to exploit it.
Offensive line a little late getting to the line of scrimmage, but they're set. Lewis being put in motion there by Shawnee Phillips, the quarterback now in the game from the Las Vegas Silver Stars. Handoff snap, another delayed draw, and this time Lewis has nowhere to go. A great tackle in the open field by Shatanya Spicer. Just dragged her by the collar.
Spicer was in on the last play, so she said, this time you're not going to get me.
Big loss there. That's a loss of 3. So that'll be second down and 13. Conference of the officials there. Maybe a horse. I didn't see a flag come out. Was it a horse collar tackle?
I didn't see one either. And it looks like they're waving the flag they didn't throw.
So the tackle for loss stands. Loss of 3. Great play by Spicer. So it'll be second down and 13 for the Pacific All Pros at their own 44-yard line.
And unfortunately, you know, hair is part of the uniform. So if you're taken down by it, hey, it happens. You know, one of the players that have, you know, shown up and kind of sponsored Marshawn Lynch, you know, of course, you know, by
Ricky Williams back
exactly
in the day.
by his hair, you know, hey, it's part of the uniform.
Second and 13, roll out to the right and a completion, but nowhere to go. Gina Magana there on the reception, but run right into, we'll call that a gain of 1, and that'll be third down and 12 from the 45.
Well, Brianna Griggs of the Las Vegas Silver Stars really did her no favors on that play. Without blocking initially and then just let the players go, and there was absolutely no running room at all.
So we have a timeout on the field. And once again, the Women's National Football Conference thanks its title sponsors, Adidas, Riddell, and Promise Diagnostics. The 9 Cup weekend sponsors are Zoom Bang, Pro Drops, Nirvana Water, Valley Oaks Medical Group, Vicky's Cakes, and Oliver Rose LLC. We thank you all so much for your support. We have 2 minutes and 41 seconds to go here in this third quarter. 6-0 Atlantic All Pros leading the Pacific. And, well, Jamie, the theme of the day here, we've seen a lot of creativity from the Atlantic side offensively. Still waiting to see some of that, something aesthetically pleasing from the Pacific squad.
Well, when you're looking at coaches coming in, you have a different mixture of coaches. You have, you know, philosophy still apply even though it's an all-pro game.
So we have a 3rd and 12 from the 45-yard line. A fake pitch and a nice reverse, and Lewis gets out to the outside. Excuse me, that's Magana. She gets past midfield, and they're going to mark her at the 44, so very close to that first down. A pickup of 11 on that play, and it's going to be 4th down and 1.
Magana was fortunate at that time because, to tell you what, the 3 technique of the Atlantic All-Stars was actually in the backfield. Had that been a half a second late, you know, Magana would have been actually tackled in the backfield, but did a really good job of sliding and getting upfield, and now they're really close to a first down.
Hey, we got that interception that kind of sparked a little bit of a comeback here for the Pacific. And, of course, I want to have it in slow motion, so we're not going to be able to see it just yet. So we'll get it back here in a minute. Just having a little fun.
All righty.
All right, here we go. 4th down and 1. And once again, shotgun formation. It's an inside draw to Lewis, and she did not get there. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Slow developing play there, but the defensive line of the Atlantic really just bottled up anything they could do offensively as far as running inside. So,
Noah, give us a quick recap of how we got that 6 points to begin with by the Atlantic.
That was a 45-yard touchdown run, 46-yard touchdown run, I believe, by Kelly Smith, the running back from the Alabama Fire. Kelly was the Offensive Player of the Year, and we saw why on that play, Jamie.
well deserved. Again, you can see her hustling for a lot of yards, even within this game, just a burst of energy.
So first down, a quarterback keeper. No, now it's a pitch, and a nice gain there, past midfield.
And that would be the other Smith.
Brittany Smith from the Atlantic Phoenix, the running back on that play.
I'll tell you what, actually, that 10 to 18, I think that was actually Keisha Smith. Not sure. Hard to tell the numbers.
I think that was Brittany Smith.
Okay, Brittany Smith.
Yep, that was Brittany Smith.
But again, I love to see the option.
Yeah.
Love to see the
He
option.
was right about that fourth down, too, so I'm not going to say he's wrong. So.
Here's a deep shot down the sideline. Incomplete. Looking for. Let's see who they were looking for on that play. Kind of hard to make out the number there, but a great shot down the sideline.
I think Rashida Young they were looking for, but broken up by Maria Palacios of the Los Angeles Bobcats.
First time we've called anyone from the Bobcats there. So, see, I told you at some point someone from the Bobcats was going to make a play.
Yes, you did. Okay, little West Coast flavor.
Little West Coast. West Side, what's happening?
I am not playing any music right now. Y'all can keep doing any reference point that you get to the east side and the west side. Y'all stay focused. We're still here in the third quarter there, Noah and Jamie.
I'm throwing it up for Snoop.
You did. I was going to. California knows how to party. Okay,
we do.
All right.
Wishbone set.
And that is Kelly Smith again on the sweep. Not getting anything there. And that was Nicole Matheson.
Watch this
Sarah
side to sideline,
Gallagher.
gentlemen.
Yes.
Of covering that run. They're not letting her get anywhere.
Nowhere at all.
Didn't mean to interrupt you, Noah. Sorry about that,
No,
but
you're
I was just
fine.
amazing watching them going lateral down the field right there and just saying, nope, we'll spread you all the way to you run out of space on the sideline. That's going to stop that right there.
Yes, textbook football.
Yep.
I mean, personally, I am of the belief that you have to run north and south.
Every
So-
other coach in this world
Yes,
is
they
under
do.
that belief.
I
It's east to
always-
west. I've never seen east to west win anything. So, yes.
I cringe and I feel for these players when they're trying to make a play.
Just give me one more feet, Noah, and I can do it. Give me one more foot, one more foot. If I was playing Canadian women's football, I would get over there because it's a longer field.
Well, remember, they go by meters, not by yards. Here's a pass
Great
over
pass.
the middle. A great catch is made at the 40-yard line.
And Young is letting you know she made the first down.
Yes, Rashida Young there, a nice catch. She's had a nice game there. Had to get up to get that one, but pulls it in at the 40-yard line after a failed run there. So, and we have looks like we have a timeout here.
Either that, I'm betting it's the end of the quarter.
I bet it is too.
Okay, so with the end of the quarter right now, kind of getting that idea. We got one more quarter left of this all-pro matchup, and just roughly about 3.5 hours, we get the San Diego Rebellion taking on the Texas Elite. You see that in a wonderful scoreboard up there, but you can see it within our helmets right here. Gentlemen, Jamie, I'm going to get you an opportunity to right now talk a little bit about what you think the matchup here of the 9 Cup is going to be like. Talk to me real quick.
Well, I actually think that, and the Texas Elite has really established themselves as a balanced program. And what I mean by that is they're able to do with quarterback Bushman, has been able to both run the football effectively and been able to pass the ball to receivers. I think when you also have a defense that will aim to stop you, having a great front four, along with linebackers that flow sideline to sideline, I think they are better equipped to handle this because they've been there before and they have a balanced squad.
Okay. And like I said, it's a point of, you can be there and, we learned that the hardest thing to do is to repeat.
Absolutely.
It really is because everybody's going to give you their best puncher's chance. And that's the nice thing that you see about that. Several years ago in 2019, we had an opportunity to do an all-pro game over in Denver, Colorado, and that was a lot of fun, a lot of experience. And we ended up kind of not knowing how that 9 Cup matchup after the all-pro game occurred, how this 9 matchup was going to occur. And we didn't know what would take place between the Falcons and the Texas Elite. And it turned into a great game. From a highlight perspective, you get a chance, you always can go back to YouTube and watch it. But San Diego, I don't think they shocked the world this year by saying they beat Utah. I think they have their place and supposed to be there representing the Pacific Conference. It's the whole point is, can Texas finish the job? I think that's probably the most interesting piece of all. Can they finish the job?
Great point, because I know in there, and even within the championship games.
You
see that?
can't miss that. You can't miss it. You're not allowed to.
No, not
It's
at all.
against the
Young
rules.
dropping
Oh.
a touchdown pass.
Is she okay?
I don't
Nah.
know. They're
And I hope she is okay.
I
But
know
I
what
always,
you're gonna say.
I know I'm not gonna say it because I don't want anybody to take it all personal and stuff. But if anything, something in the old days would say in the olden days when something would go bad, and you were like, hey, they're gonna pull up with an injury. But I hope she's okay. You could see the slide in, so I'm gonna be quiet and not get myself canceled. #Bo. So on that part, I had no need for that in that situation. But thank you, North Texas, for opening up your stadium. Very much so to this. It's awesome to have that stadium being open. This was Texas Elite's home stadium throughout the year. They were able to have 3 home games there. Did a great job putting people in the seats. But Noah, tell me who's the number 1 fans in the WNFC.
The top fan base of the year was the Philly Phantoms, and to me, really, this is no surprise because my dad's from Philadelphia, and Philadelphia faithful, they rally behind anybody, whether it's the Sixers, the Eagles,
Or the Philly Phantoms.
the Phantoms.
I mean, they average 1,500 people a game.
Wow.
I mean, they did.
Impressive.
It is, and that's just. I mean, that's great getting the word out there across the board. I mean, it's wonderful when you can cover as many states as the WNFC gets an opportunity to do that. But that's great across the board. I tell you one thing: you get this touchdown here, it's almost over right now for the Pacific. If they can find some way to just derail, going deep.
To the end zone, caught for the touchdown. There it is.
Give her 6. Give her 6.
Molly Richardson on the touchdown. So the other number 7 getting on the score sheet here today.
Look, I tell you what, Richardson just got behind the defense. I think they were all looking at the quarterback. Regina Jackson just has that effect on you.
Oh, they do. You have that effect. Anytime a mobile quarterback gets outside the pocket, you get the, hey, does somebody have her? And then you get the DBs not doing their job and stepping up and worrying about, hey, do I need to go make a tackle in that situation? But great job. Great throw and catch.
Most definitely.
Great combination, So there's another league out there. We'll not name names on that part based on the contracts and so forth. But I'd love to see our WNFC's All-Stars, All-Pros, against their All-Pros. That would just be a fun, give them 4 weeks, get them prepped, ready to go. Let's have a game.
Most definitely.
It would just be, we all, their championship is over with. Outside, and I will say this is no good, right? Y'all agree with me?
I would agree with you.
I am paying attention to the game.
That was a 2-point try.
I'm a little tired, a little wore out, but I will say that, the heat's not getting to me. I'm hydrating as much as possible at this point. Jamie and Noah, y'all both be quiet.
Yes.
So, on that part. But like, man, he just keeps going to the refrigerator. What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I said, it's an hour and 15 minutes. We only got 15 more minutes left of this game type thing.
Hey, bring me a drink while you're at it.
Yes, I don't know what you're talking about. It's water. Okay.
Sure.
It is. It's good times.
In the Pinnacle
Hey. I'll cut your mic right now, sir. I'll cut your mic more than that. Look, I'll drown you out. No, don't finish that. Don't finish it, no.
I just have to say this. True story. My grandparents in Philadelphia, they used to take vodka bottles and use them as reusable water bottles.
Well, the best one is that when you have that, and the grandparents used to take, hey, you need to get the kid to go to sleep. Everybody's got stories, man.
Listen.
Everybody's stories. We're going to change the subject back to fourth quarter action here. 12-0, the Atlantic Conference up over the Pacific. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here on the WNFC Blitz. This will be our last broadcast until getting ready for the 22 season here on the WNFC. Getting ready for the 9 Cup. We'll give a little bit of sponsor here about the 9 Cup here in just a minute.
Yep, the Women's National Football Conference, once again, thanks its title sponsors of Adidas, Riddell, and Promise Diagnostics. The 9 Cup weekend sponsors, once again, are Zoom Bang, Pro Drops, Nirvana Water, Valley Oaks Medical Group, Vicky's Cakes, and Oliver Rose LLC.
I'm a fan of Vicky's Cakes. I've never had Vicky's Cakes, but if I was, I'd be a fan because I like cakes.
I understand.
I do. I enjoy a good pastry, a good dessert, a good sugary sweet.
I'm trying to back up off of them, though, Bo.
Well, you can
I'm
do
going
that.
keto, man.
No, you do that. Good job. I'm not. Oatmeal cream pies, man.
Ooh.
Pick six.
Pick six.
You called it.
Intercepted.
Dance.
10, 5. Put the hands up in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Let's
There it
watch
is.
that again.
Yes.
We're going to watch her dance for a second, but, man, she just stepped right in front of that. The 30.
Oh, and punted.
They don't see that.
No,
It's
they
on the
didn't.
replay, man. Oh, great. I talk about putting the old nail in the coffin right there from the defensive perspective. The Atlantic just came out here tonight or this afternoon in Denton, Texas, and really showed out. Would you agree with me there, Noah? Talk to me a little bit about your feelings about how the Atlantic really came out to play today.
Absolutely. I mean, it started with that triple reverse on the very first play, getting the ball to Kelly Smith, as I know Jamie was so focused on letting Smith's talent shine. I mean, this was just an all-around dominating performance today.
We currently have about 450 people watching this All-Pro game, and that says a lot for the individuals out there throughout the United States and the world are able to monitor who's all seeing it. Are we going to say that's good? No.
No good.
Okay, I'm
So-
just long to make sure my brain's on the same page right there. So
You got this, sir.
I
The
do.
point is no good. We've had we've had 2 missed point after tries and a failed
two-point conversion. Yep.
But it is 18-0. The Atlantic leading the Pacific with 8:09 to go here in this fourth quarter. I mean, Jamie and Bo, this has just been, at this point, it's become a demolition derby.
Most definitely. And I thought it would be a closer matchup. It went into halftime a closer a close matchup or a close game. But, you know, when you make a couple of plays here and there, even in an all-pro game, hey, you can blow this thing open, and, you know, the Atlantic has so far.
They have. All right, a little bit later, about 3.5 hours away, Texas Elite Spartans, undefeated. San Diego Rebellion, undefeated. Both of them conference champions are going to face off 7:30 Central Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. If you're in London, just enjoy the Olympics. Maybe I can't do the math on this part. But most importantly, tune in. If you have the New England Sports Network on DirecTV, Charter, so forth from there, we'll clean that back up here. The one thing that I really want you to be able to do, if you have Cox Sports TV, Sports Chicago, you can turn in and watch those games live. But hey, I don't have any of those things because I've cut the cord and I'm not doing any cables, blah, blah, blah. All right, don't worry about that. That's okay. Go to Vire app, download it, bring it up on your Android TV, your smart TV, your Apple TV, your Roku TV, your Amazon Fire. Download Vire and enjoy it. Watch that. It's not going to be on Facebook, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Vire or it's going to be on cable television.
Indeed.
Okay, I mean, you get your popcorn ready. We're going to see the Texas Elite Spartans take on the San Diego Rebellion. I cannot wait. I am looking forward to it, hands down. You know, the bad thing is it's 3.5 hours away from me right now. Good luck. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Long day. Long day.
All right, so Pacific offense back on the field.
Ooh.
Once again, that is that's Jasmine Thomas on the carry. Not much doing there. Trying to mix things up a little bit. So
It's like brought down on the play by Molly Richardson, who earlier got in behind that Pacific defense and caught a pass. So
for the touchdown.
yes.
Now, for those individuals out there that want to learn a little bit about the WNFC football, go to WNFCfootball.com. But most importantly, if you're a lady out there and you say, hey, I want to play some football, there's places all over the United States. Put that helmet and shoulder pads on, get going. If you've always thought, hey, you know what, I'd really like to do this. I feel like I'm going from that direction. Great catch, too.
Great catch.
Great catch. So we'll see that on the replay here shortly.
Trina Wilson on the catch there from the Phoenix Prowlers. Beautiful, beautiful hand-eye coordination there on the loft pass to the far side. And that'll put them at about the 47-yard line. So a great pickup there.
And they're
Over
doing
20.
everything they can to get scores on the board at this point. But we're so happy to be a part of this All-Pro group. Thank you so much for allowing us to film the game here on 58 Live. Score Sports, glad to be a part of the WNFC family. Another good run. You know, the neat thing about this, gentlemen, is that all these ladies are working together for one common goal, and that's to step your game up, to have a lot of fun, to be able to do what they really want to do. Even though I'd be like talking to Adidas next year, can we have 2 white uniforms, one for home and one for away, because we're in the black uniform in Texas?
Oh, yes.
Goodness gracious. I'm looking at the temperatures right now, and I'm like, yeah, sun needs to go down for us to be okay on that part.
And again, I mean, it's relentless on that turf.
It is. You know, I would agree. It'd be great if I was running the green screen right now with those green numbers, though. I would say that.
Here's a quarterback keeper by number 6, Tori Tagaloa. Gets down to the 40-yard line. But do we have a fumble?
Yeah, but she felt like she stripped the ball. Let's see what they do.
And it looks like it was recovered.
No, they're not going to say it.
Nope, never mind.
Yeah, they gave the old, hey, this and that. Las Cruces with the hard-running run. Because that is Las Cruces quarterback, correct?
That would be correct.
I know my helmet, so
yes, you do.
You know, that's about the best I can do that. My favorite helmet, nobody asked me, but I'm going to share. I love my Baltimore Ravens, the Oregon Raven helmet. That one in the San Diego Rebellion I like, and I even like the Utah Falcons, not because of the name Falcons. I just like that falcon look on the wings. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I mean, every helmet has a lineage to it between Nebraska Nighthawks, between the Utah group. The Denver Bandits is a blast to look at. The Washington Prodigy. I mean, every one of the teams has an opportunity. Florida Avengers is a blast.
Yes.
Of what they've put on their stripes. I mean, let alone you named your team the Avengers.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, I mean, that's what in the world that we live in. You named your team Avengers. Okay. You know, I mean, if you've watched their broadcast, they do a great job of playing off that Avengers. So coming to the end, got about 4 more minutes left here in the fourth quarter.
Once again, Tagaloa is going to roll to her right and keep it and gets pushed out of bounds at the 25-yard lines after a very nice gain.
Talk about delivering a blow.
Yes.
Stiff arms. Nothing but. Here goes stiff arms. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
So,
I'll tell you one, there's some tricep extensions. I mean, if I had to stiff arm somebody right now, maybe an ant. Possibly a squirrel. I could stiff arm. That's about it. I'm not there at that point.
No. It looks like the Pacific trying to put together.
The determination that they want to score. That's where I feel like it is. They're like, hey, we need to get on the scoreboard right now.
Well, they're only 24 yards away, so this is very doable at this point.
They're not inside the All-Pro red zone, though.
Not quite yet, but they are close. Here's a pass to the outside and nearly intercepted.
Threw it late and across your body to the other side of the field.
And I can't believe this is the first time
she met Brett Favre once and said, hey, let's try that.
I can't believe this is the first time I'm going to call her name today. Kaylee Nutzling,
Night Sling.
I remember.
You know how much trouble we got in Florida? I am texting y'all back and forth about please pronounce the name correctly. I was getting blown up.
Yes.
Excuse me. Kaylee Nightsling.
I remember.
I am not hooked on phonics, but please don't say the wrong. Goodness gracious.
Kaylee Nightsling, the shutdown DB of the year from the Kansas City Glory there, almost coming up with the interception. Second down and 10, and this one is thrown into the ground. I never understood, guys, why on these passes to the flats they go so far out past the hash marks to try to make the play.
Normally you wouldn't, especially on that kind of pattern, because you're trying to throw a swing pass to the opposite side of the field. Again, that's how you get it intercepted.
Well, but you're also trying to play the numbers at that point. So, hey, a reminder out there, because we are coming to the end of this broadcast right now at 7:30 Central Standard Time. That's roughly about 3.5 hours from now.
2:30 p.m. if you're in Honolulu.
Look at you. I appreciate that. No, I did because we all want to be in Honolulu. We do.
Yes,
I
we
mean,
do. I've
yeah.
never been to Hawaii.
Mele okay,
Yes.
is the thing to say on a warm Hawaiian Christmas day. But you got cable, AT&T UVerse, DirecTV, Charter. You got the NESN, N-E-S-N. That's in the New England Sports Network.
Plus.
Tune into that. The Plus, thank you. Or download Vire. And do that. I'm downloading Vire. I know that, but I mean, if I have those other networks, I'm going to jump on that part as well. I'll look to see if they are showing it on our end here in Atlanta. But I know that I've got plenty of smart TVs out there in this world, and I'll download that one. So to be able to watch this 9 Cup in action here in North Texas between Texas Elite and San Diego Rebellion, she's going to find room, isn't she?
Yes.
She's trying to.
Tried her darndest.
And even extends the ball to try to get extra yardage there.
No, I'll give you a pay bump. That was good, man. If you can tell me Tokyo Olympic time right now, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm just letting you be aware of that. They hit the daylight. They hit the international dateline, and it flips over. So I mean, it's 5 o'clock in the morning there right now. So it's a good 12-hour difference. So
I still remember when I was 14 years old, my mother went on a 3-week trip to China with her mother. And I remember it was a 13-hour time difference. So we'd have to talk to her at
7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
They're about to go to bed.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's the strangest thing, and they'll talk to you at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you about to go to bed. So it's crazy times.
It's the world.
Oh, it's like
Planet Earth
last
is a
night. We
crazy
watched
place.
10:30. It was 10:30 in the morning with the Olympics basketball yesterday when I was watching the gold medal match. And they were playing at 10:30 in the morning, our time. I mean, their time, 10:30 our time. So watching the gold medal match between Spain or U.S. and France. And I don't think y'all are aware of this, and I don't have enough factual information. And I apologize, but there is a Team USA football team for women's football.
Yes.
And they go out and play different countries as well. There's a lot of teams that have been involved in that. If you ever just open up kind of your knowledge and spread your thoughts processes out there, it's amazing to see the amount of impact women's football has on the world. It's crazy.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah.
The ladies down in Central America and Mexico, I mean, they are huge supporters. It's intense on that part right there. You mean I can put on pads and hit somebody? Yeah, I'll do that. Let's sign me up.
I love the fact that that's happening. It's kind of, as much as we talk about the men's Olympic basketball teams.
Oh, the women's too.
Yeah, and us dominating other countries, they have caught up because it's become a global game. And I think football is doing the same thing.
Oh, I agree with you tenfold on that part. It's absolutely amazing to watch what is occurring across from a sports atmosphere worldwide of people being involved. So hopefully we don't have a disagreement. I feel like we do because they're helmet went
flying.
off. Yes. A little disagreement. It's
That's
18-0 here in an all-pro game.
And it's hot.
It is. I'm not going to – I mean, I'm sweating watching them, and I'm just sitting here in a desk here in the confines of Score 58 Network. Hey, for everybody out there in the WNFC world on Facebook, but also on Vimeo watching these games, thank you so much for being a part of this family here this past year. It's been a wonderful 2021 year. So glad that we were able to bring all the games to you live in content, good, bad, happy, or sad. We were able to do that for you here on the WNFC TV, and 2022 has no limits. As a good friend of mine, Michael Jordan, he's not a good friend, but I mean, I like to say the roof is the limit.
Yes, the ceiling is the roof.
The ceiling is the limits. Okay, but I mean, I don't even say the sky is the limit at this point. I cannot wait for the 2022 season for the WNFC. We got to finish this 9 Cup out properly. Cannot wait to watch it. Download the Vire app. Watch it on cable network. It's going to be a wonderful experience. It's not going to be on for those 130 people watching it on Facebook right now live. It's not going to be on Facebook, kiddos. So you got to download that Vire app. Got to be able to get us a couple other things done. If you're there, go enjoy it. Cheer loud, cheer hard. here in Texas. Everything's great and bigger and greater in Texas, which is wonderful. I would love to be there, and it just didn't play out in the world that I live in right now to be there this year. But next year, wherever the 9 Cup is, I do look forward to being a part of the WNFC family in that situation here and being able to be a part of the experience. So, gentlemen, you've done a great job tonight. I appreciate it, y'all coming in, calling this game. I'm going to let y'all take it out for the remaining snaps of the ball, and then I'll join y'all at the end.
All right. Appreciate it, Bo.
Thank you, Bo. So we have a fake handoff. Pass
I
over the
love
middle
it.
is caught and then dragged down. A great play there.
And again, if you're asking for
Rashida Young once again with a great catch.
If you're asking for an MVP of this game, Rashida Young would be at, one of the people at the top of this list.
I think it's between her and Kelly Smith at this point.
Definitely.
We have a timeout here on the field.
Trying to get some more points on the board. I love it.
Why not? 18-0. Why not get 24?
Might as well.
Cover all hours of the day.
Most definitely. But when you're looking at really both of these conferences and both of these, I guess sets of teams and, coming down to the 9 Cup later on, you can just see the expansion of women's football really just taking foot. It's been around for a long time, and you can kind of see where it's going as far as flag football and, regular tackle football. It's been phenomenal. This is my first year calling women's football. It's been different in the past, but just seeing the amount of time and energy that's been put into this game and actually the precision that goes along with it is phenomenal.
I mean, from my perspective, this is the first time I'm ever actually calling a game, and I feel like there's really no discernible difference between what these ladies are doing compared to what the folks in the NFL and even the semi-pro league that we saw earlier this summer.
Absolutely. And you're talking about women that haven't necessarily been experienced in the game as far as playing it in comparison to men that have played the game on a collegiate level. You see the kind of instruction and improvement I've seen throughout the season, and really you can see where the experience where others have played it, where that comes into developing the team. The continuity within the play calling, within the actual play itself, the blocking, the tackling, the simple things that come in with football. It really is no comparison when you break it down just simple by simple concepts.
I mean, anything is possible. I don't think it was Snoop, but it was someone who said, give a woman something and she'll make it better.
That's it.
So
Smith again.
Do not make comments on songs, man. We're going to get copyright violations, man.
Hey, as long as I'm not saying
No. I'm going to cut your mic here, man. We only got 2 more minutes, and you're doing this to me, man. You're bringing stress to my life. I'm just messing with you.
I do rights and
No,
copyrights.
I'm just messing with you, brother. I'm just messing with you.
I think we're okay.
Okay, as long as you didn't bust out any type of lyrics. Looks like this is going to be the end of the game right now from the North Texas signs. The Whitecaps walking off right now.
Yeah, they hot.
All right. Yeah, they're wearing shorts. They're wearing shorts. All right, so this is a final across the board, 18-0. Great game across everything on this part. But most importantly, congratulations to all of the athletes that were able to participate here in this All-Pro game. Absolutely amazing. They're going to be shaking it up here, and I want to give them an opportunity to kind of have that last opportunity of fame. They got their names on the back of their jersey, which is even better. The Atlantic team is playing on this side of the camera. They're the home side. And you get the Pacific team handshakes. I love the jerseys. Adidas, hats off. I love the pants across the board, the jerseys, everything. I'm a simple person. Give me some simple colors, be able to read the numbers.
Yes.
Y'all call those numbers out like y'all are not old people. And I've seen y'all. Y'all look like old folk.
Yeah.
Okay, because y'all were picking things out. It was just great. And gentlemen, thank you so much for being a part of today on the All Pro game. Noah and Jamie, y'all have done a great job. You had an opportunity to call a couple of games this year, and I greatly do appreciate it. I look forward to working with y'all in the future here on the WNFC TV. We're going to have a lot of fun here in 2022. So take care of yourselves. Be nice. Be kind out there in the safe world. And enjoy yourselves. And thank you so much for the WNFC TV family. Jamie, Noah, take care. Any last words? Jamie, you get the first thing. Any last words?
Just looking forward to seeing a great game tonight. Looking at two phenomenal squads knocking heads out on the field.
Noah?
I pretty much have to echo that. Great display of sportsmanship here as we come down to the wire. And Bo, thank you so much for giving Jamie and I the opportunity to work together.
Thank you.
And we appreciate your commentary as well. This was a lot of fun.
Well, no, I you know me, that you have to deal with me. I'm what we call the wild card in the situation because I have a mic that I can turn on and turn off while I'm doing things. So as much as you think you have that, and as the Atlantic is dancing, having a blast, Alabama Fire, Mississippi Panthers, they have the future. The future is bright for the Atlantic Conference. Texas Elite cannot sleep. They got a lot of talent. Because, hey, side note, there are no Texas Elite players out on this field right now because they're about to play in a game. Okay, there are no San Diego players out on the Pacific. That's a beautiful shot of both of those things right there. You know, so you're talking about two conferences right now. You got to step your game up and have some fun. Everybody's throwing their helmets out there. It looks really nice on that part. Yeah, I'd love that shot on that part. That'd be good. Look at them. Uh-oh. That looks like a Bo right there being able to do that, man. Bo would be like, all right, we got to put all the helmets out there and do that. And this one's on right. Look, it's like they planned it. Yeah. Okay, I like that. Oh, it's wonderful, man. Well, congratulations to the All-Pro. Thank y'all so much. Jamie and Noah, thank you so much for being a part of the WNSC family, but also with 58 Live. A quick reminder for the world out there, how to watch the 9 Cup. We are 3 hours away from the 9 Cup, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central,
2:30 Pacific.
Honolulu time, Oahu time.
I was about to say Pacific.
I know you can't. Somebody be like, "Hey, what are you talking about?"
Far West Pacific.
I tell you, download that Vire app. Vire has been a great partner with the WNFC. If not, hey, watch it on the New England Sports Network Plus. It's on DirecTV, ATT Uverse, Charter, Fubo TV, FiOS, and Frontier, Cox Sports TV, and Sports Chicago. That's NBC if you don't know what the Peacock is right there. I mean, that's some great overall involvement here for it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say adieu across the board. Get ready for the 9 Cup. Cannot wait for having everybody a part of it. Sit back, get your popcorn ready. But, ladies and gentlemen, this was your All-Pro game. 2021 here in Denton, Texas. I'm Bo McMichael with Jamie Walker.
And Noah Hirschman. Cannot forget about Noah.
No.
No, I mean, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even be biblical right now if I said. So take care of yourself, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a
Be
good
safe.
night.
All right, good night.
Have a good
Y'all so funny. What are we going to do with these people out there in this crazy world, ladies and gentlemen? I love when I start talking, everybody like, hey, man, you got a hot mic. And I'm like, what do you mean hot mic? I don't know what you're saying. Hey, thank you so much for being a part of the WNSC family. Thank you so much for the All-Pro game. Congratulations, ladies, for making the All-Pro team. Good luck across the board with this wonderful All-Pro team for the WNFC. This is the future of the WNFC right here, ladies and gentlemen. And I say that in an honest manner. So it is absolutely wonderful to see this. It's going to be a great what the point of building is important. And that's the most important thing is the building, the foundations. You know, who's the cornerstone? Well, this organization right now is the cornerstones of women football. A cornerstone builds the wall, keeps the wall together, keeps everything moving. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, right now, the helmets on that ground right now and the ladies with those shoulder pads on are building that foundation for women's football here in the WNFC. And it's going to be great. I cannot wait for 2022. I'll sit back and enjoy the 9 Cup. I'm Bo McMichael with the WNFC TV. We're the Blitz. Take care of yourself. Great 2021 season. But, hey, we got 2022 right around the corner. So I'm going to go get in the lab, start cooking up some things, and see what happens. Take care of yourselves out there. Once again, a reminder, download that Vire app. Be able to look at it on DirecTV. Be able to pull it up on New England Sports Network Plus. And it's going to be a lot of fun here at North Texas, Denton, Texas, North Texas Stadium. Take care of yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I'll leave us out with our wonderful song. It's our theme of the year, brought to you by Donnie Dorsey, called the 9 Cup.
Prowler. Either way, you're gonna fight, so bring your power. Blitz, hit for the championship. WNFC, where the best exists. We hit hard and often, prepared for war. Competition in the ranks knocks down the door. We hit a blitz, hit for the championship. WNFC, where the best exists. We hit hard and often, prepared for war. Competition in the ranks knocks down the door. Welcome to the turf where the best succeed. We're at the top, the 9 Cup is retrieved. We got phantoms and prodigies, bandits and queens, Avengers and Ravens ready to tackle your dreams. We bring the heat and the fire, silver stars and glory. The silver stars and Nighthawks hope to ruin your story. With the Falcons and Bobcats, elite and majestic. Hit the fields, you hear yell of one message. Be the best that ever did it. Unanimous fact, you can stand a chance. If the elite don't come back, they might take it back to Texas where the winner is crowned. Where everything is much bigger when you arrive in the town. Counting the Phoenix and Raiders for Delvin. Chance to take the spot, then can be a rebellion. I'm working in a cruise face to face with the crowd. The way you're gonna fight, so bring your power. Hit for the championship. WNFC, where the best exists. We hit hard and often, prepared for war. Competition in the